Kitakubu.
Hey everyone, KitaSean here, so welcome back to another Fate Grand Order video. So with Gura Yamatai Koku coming out really soon for the USA version of Fate's Grand Order, I thought why not start doing the review videos, the worth the roll videos for the upcoming new servants. And starting that off is going to be, of course, Himiko, Ruler, 5-star. She is definitely one of the best servants in the game in my opinion. Definitely one of the better rulers in my opinion, and she hits like a freaking truck. So let's go ahead and talk about her stats, skills, and if she's worth the roll or not. So looking at her skills here, her attack is actually on the lower side, as you can see, pretty low for a 5-star servant, but her HP on the other hand very high. So she is a pretty tanky character, which is always nice to see. She can basically survive, and I mean, if we scroll down a little bit more, she can even survive even more. But looking at her stats here when it comes to star absorption, MP charge, and stuff like that, it's honestly on the average side. 0.57 on the MP charge attack, generation on star 9.9, so yeah, it's okay. And then we have her command card deck: 1 quick, 2 arts, 2 busters, 4 hits on the quick, 3 hits on the arts, 1 hit on the buster, and 5 hits on the extra. Now looking at her stats, honestly it doesn't look the greatest, but if you look at her skill, that changes everything. So going straight to her skills here, first skill, so we have Shamanist Charisma B. This is a increased party's attack for 3 turns, 10 to 20%, and then grants party 8 critical star regeneration buff for 3 turns. So you're giving your entire party, including herself, a 20% buff, and your party gets 8 crit stars. Or I'm sorry, individual servants in the party get 8 crit stars each, so that's 24 crit stars. That's actually really good. So you're going to be doing some pretty good crit damage. Her second skill, Kido A, increase own buster performance for 3 turns, increase own damage against demonic enemies for 3 turns, and grants self-invincibility for 1 turn. So yeah, she's going to be doing crazy damage with her buster cards here. I mean, even though it only does 1 hit, but those buster cards are going to do insane amount of damage. If you got to include the crit as well. Then again, if you're fighting against a demonic enemy, which there are a lot in this game, she's going to be doing an extra 50. So that's already what, 100% damage, including the first skill. 20, 30, 50. That's a lot of damage there. And what's crazy about the first skill is that's a 5-turn cooldown, so you can actually get this off again pretty quickly if you're fighting a boss fight. But yeah, 6 turns, you know, decent. It's actually not that bad. But at the same time, you also get that extra defensive buff, so that's always nice. You can protect her in a way, even though she's not going to be dying anytime soon. Third skill, this is basically her best skill in my opinion. I mean, 50% battery. I mean, that's staple nowadays in FGOJP. It's going to get staple, or it's going to become staple in the USA version sooner or later. But increased critical star absorption of buster cards for 1 turn. That's insane, 500%. And then increase own critical damage on buster cards for 1 turn. Yeah, that's crazy as well. So yeah, it's a lot of damage right there. Like, her buster cards are going to do insane amount of damage. Scrolling down, we have her passive skills. Unfortunately, this has nothing to do with her busters, but increase own arts performance by 10%. I mean, at least the arts cards can regenerate some MP, so that you can spam it in a way, and then increase on debuff resistance, a lot of resistance stuff again to make her, you know, tanky. But we scroll down a little bit more, her MP is definitely the bread and butter here. So it's a support type MP, increases party's buster performance for 3 turns, and overcharges party's MP by 2 stages for 1 time, 3 turns. Like, what? So basically, the increased party's buster performance for 3 turns is starts at 30% for MP1, and then MP5 50%. So, you know, overcharge MP by 2. You can see that percentage there. Overcharge effect, increase party the critical damage for 3 turns. I mean, the crit damage at 50%, and then, you know, MP5 is 100%. So if you MP5 her, she's going to be doing massive damage with these 2 buster cards. That's gonna be insane. Now you guys are probably wondering, oh, but like if we don't get these buster cards, like isn't she useless? That's, yeah, kind of the unfortunate part. She is definitely a type of servant that needs to have a chain in order to be very effective, and especially you want those buster cards to be out there because that's when she's going to be doing the most damage. But definitely that's probably the struggle with her. You definitely want to have like chain attacks, or at least have her buster cards in play so that you can at least do the damage, because these right here, 1 turn each. So I kind of wish they did like 3 turns here. That would have been really cool. But I still think if you can pull it off, she is just an amazing DPS servant. Like, again, she's tanky, so it's okay. Like, if you miss the first time, it's alright. You have another chance to do it again, because I mean, it's actually really easy to get her MP up, especially if you bring supports. And yeah, again, she has really good survivability, and especially if you bring in servants like Merlin, who is a buster support, and he can also protect and, you know, regen for MP. Like, yeah, she's gonna be a-okay. Like, you're definitely gonna be able to beat boss fights with her. So yeah, I mean, she kind of looks like a not good servant stats wise on paper, but again, if you use up her skills correctly and you get the right supports, and if you can get the chain off, I mean, if you get the buster cards off, then you're a-okay. Like, she is definitely, in my opinion, one of the best boss killers in the game. So I think you guys should definitely get her if you can. Like, think of it as Super Orion in a way. Like, she's basically that, or Luvia in a way. But I don't want to say a better version of Orion, but you get what I mean. Like, she's basically up there with Orion. Like, you need to pull off the MP in order for them to do more damage with their command cards. So yeah, again, I think Himiko is definitely worth the role. I use her all the time. She's super fun to use, and I think she is a fun servant in general. So I do again think she is worth the role. Definitely check her out. And if you want to like put her in parties, like, again, like, put her with servants that can do buster support. BB Summer, it might be a really good choice because you can lock up her cards so that you can always get the chain. You can also bring in Bunny Ruler because, you know, you can swap out the cards. So those are kind of like gimmicks you can use if you really want to. Personally, I don't really like to use them because I feel like it's a wasted slot, because I'd rather bring in buster supports instead, so that Himiko can, you know, just do the max amount of damage she can do. But I mean, that's, you know, on you. But yeah, I think Himiko is definitely a great servant to pick up, and yeah, definitely check her out. But that's gonna basically be about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below and tell me if you guys are gonna be rolling for Himiko. I'll see you guys in the next one. Laters.